Wow, back to back videos of me complaining instead of getting a therapist to shout this out. Lovely. But hey, at least it saves money. So, anyways, back to the original topic. Um, uh, what the fuck? So, as I was saying, I'm going to be ranting about like something that's also been bothering me as well. I am a grade 11 student in technical vocational livelihood strand, specifically in the home economics. So we have to deal with stuff like bartending, baristaing, housekeeping, just any job that can be done like the safety of your own home or like the safety of the community. And specifically, the strand the sub strand that I am studying right now is the food and beverage services. It's an industry wherein you serve food and beverages and help that you can give to your community. And I just I well, this has been on my mind recently, but like I just want to rant about it. The strand here in the Philippines, I feel is like the worst thing to ever been implemented. Well, sure, the stereotype about Filipinos being like uh helpful and being like hospitable and like very charitable with people, they're being resilient and stuff. Well, that itself is true. I feel like for the most part it's been taken advantage of for many others. Reasons being that many people, especially junior high schoolers who like study in public high schools that offer a bunch of strands, those students, those young people, and even older people, but particularly in younger audiences, for those people that are like choosing their strands and they look at this strand, they usually look down upon it because they think that it's like, oh my god, pagluluto lang naman yun eh. Oh my god, magluluto ka lang dyan eh. Wala ka namang makukuhang benefits dyan pag graduate mo. Wala ka namang makukuhang totoong job kasi nagiging unemployed ka and shit. And while I guess that may be true, I just don't like that there is a negative connotation for that whole strand, that the people who are entering here are usually the ones that deem themselves as stupid, even though by standards they wouldn't be stupid had they just like focus on their studies. What I mean by that is that most people who like enter enter TVL strands, it's either the people who had no choice but to take it because they cannot handle academic strands like business management and humanities and the classic STEM. They can handle that strand, or it's not having faith with their abilities and their skills and talents, that they chose the easier option so that um, they could still be out of use kahit papano. And I find that very, very frustrating because, like, TVL, even though it is a strand that is looked down upon on just because it doesn't pay as much benefits than the rest of the strands, it can still be helpful regardless because, like, food, services, beverage, you see that all of all the time, and people benefit from it. And the fact that people are willing to take a study just so they could improve that, had they not do that at home already, is just so useful because these people, they gain knowledge and they gain newer abilities and newer skills so that they could apply it in real life job settings, so that you know they can mix their practical hands-on learning experiences from studying it to actual settings where their knowledge and skills are required. That being said, That being said, that being said, I fucking hate. I don't know if it's applicable to all schools, but for my school specifically, the people who are here, no offense, but like, take it from my experience. But for me, the people who enter this strand, the students here are so incredibly dumb. And I don't know if it's applicable to like every students because of the rising agents of AI and like brain rot and like deficiency in learning and critical thinking and all of that shit. I don't know if it's because of that or they're genuinely just lacking, but um I see these students who enter this trend think that it's just about cooking, only to realize that it's more than just cooking, and then suddenly they just like, I don't know the English term for it. Parang binabaliwala lang nila kasi ang tingin nila dito sa strand na to is parang um walang kwenta or gagraduate na lang para may certificate pa, kahit papano may pinagtapos kasi pinupush ng magulang na magtapos kasi walang pangarap sa buhay and stuff like that. Let's not read too much into it, but I just don't like that these people don't put passion enough in this studying. I'll admit I don't even this wasn't even like my first choice. My first choice was supposed to be arts and design, but they didn't offer it here, so I just went to here because it's more technical to me. But for me, even though it's not my first choice and that I'm not particularly happy with this strand, I am still happy that I'm still learning from it because I still garner benefits from it and it's stuff that actually intrigues me. And if you're just here just because you want to graduate, you might as well just apply to a general academic strand so that way you could at least apply to like different subjects all at one but not tackle too much into it so that you can get an all in one fiesta of knowledge. But here, specifically, the people who go here, the students who come here are, and I'm sorry for saying this, they are genuinely so stupid. I, I don't even know how to describe it. They are genuinely so stupid, and they, first of all, they can't read, of all things, and maybe it's a problem for all strands, maybe. Second of all, they can't even cook. Why are you here in the strand that relies more on cooking if you can't even cook at home? I'll admit I don't cook complicated foods, but that's because I don't have the equipments, the ingredients to cook. I can, but I don't have the complete set for it, therefore prohibiting me from cooking anything at home unless it's a project at school. Then that could be a valid reason for cooking, but only outside of my house. And third of all, and this one is very important, they aren't even interested in this strand at all. Again, if you're not interested in going here, why not just go to a general strand or just literally any other strand that you might be interested in? Because learning, as capitalistic as it is and how corporate as it is, it can still benefit you shit. I sound like a hypocrite saying that. I don't even believe in what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm tired of the people who goes in the strand thinking it's easy when it's not and then starts to act stupid than they are. Really, no one's prohibiting you from changing. Although I guess it's too late because like it's the third quarter now, second sem, so you can't exactly change from that. But really, no one's stopping you from just switching if you can't deal with it. But I'm just saying, this strand is just as hard and just as difficult and just as um just as much as every other strand. It's just that it's more on technicality than academic quality, you know. It doesn't focus much on like um Actually, I might correct myself there. This strand does have its arts, its science, its maths, and its verbal exchanges. That's why it's technical. But it isn't like any other strand that focuses mainly on any of those. I'm just saying. I'm really just saying. People should stop enrolling or accepting these students who aren't even passionate with this strand at all. It just please pakibawasan, nahihirapan na ako dito. Really. Please don't pursue something that you don't want if you don't even like it in the first place, and if it really fucks up your entire future, if you even have one. Seriously. Leave it to people who are actually interested. I sound really mean, whatever. Bye.